running for the seat once held by Joe Biden. Thank you for allowing me to be here tonight. I want to especially thank the Jewish Community Relations Center and all of you for giving me the opportunity to introduce myself to you. There's no secret that there's been a rather unflattering portrait of me painted these days. And as we approach the general election over this next month and a half, it's my goal for you to get to know who I am and why I'm running in this race, and why I'm asking you for your vote on November 2nd. I'm running because I'm concerned about the direction of our country. Leaders on both sides of the aisle in Washington no longer view our founding principles of limited government, low taxation, our constitutional principles on which this country was founded, as indispensable. I want to go down to Washington and be your voice. The issues that we face right now are very complicated, and it will be difficult for you to truly know everything that I represent in 60-second sound bites. So over the next couple of weeks, we're going to be unfolding my platform so that you will know exactly how I'm proposing to get the country back on track. I believe that what's coming from Washington, more of the same, is unsustainable, as many of you do. Our country is going broke. It doesn't take an expert to figure out that we can't continue to spend our way to recovery nor tax our way to prosperity. The common sense men and women here in this room know that that is not sustainable. So while you may not agree with me on all of the issues, what I want to do is bring a common sense approach, a constitutional approach to Washington, D.C. to get our country back on track. For one, what I'm proposing is that to get our country back on track and our economy going, that we use private sector approach to the economic solution. I think that the best thing the government can do is to get out of the way of the entrepreneur, get out of the way of the small business owner, and let them create jobs based on the private sector. I'm proposing a temporary 2-year capital gains tax, because when businesses have the money they need to reinvest into their business, they grow. When they grow, they need to hire people to sustain that growth. Thus, they create jobs that are dependent on a thriving private sector economy and not government bailouts, not government spending, i.e. your tax dollars. I believe that the politicians who vote to spend money that we cannot afford are just as guilty as the politicians who vote to raise the taxes to pay for that spending. Time to get common sense ideas, free market ideas back into Washington, D.C. Worked in D.C. for about 12 years. I've been in politics for 20 years. I have enough experience to know how Washington works, but I have enough real-life experience to know how it should work. Thank you for your support.